Yo, shalom.
Shalom, yo.
Yo, I'm Black Ice.
And I'm Keith.
Yo, welcome to the Black Narrative. Hope y'all had a great weekend.
Back at it again.
Yeah, we had pretty busy with the holy days and everything.
Yeah, man. Praise God.
But yeah, we back in it, man. So I'm glad y'all here with us. Subscribe, like, and share if you're here with us.
Mm-hmm.
If you're catching us live, awesome. The ones who don't catch it live, we will have this rebroadcasted on our regular channel after the show.
Mm-hmm.
Could be still on our YouTube ban. Excuse me, as you know, they've been like shadow banning black channels, and with us, we got ban.
So yeah, as well. Hopefully next month.
Yeah, next
what
May.
May.
Yeah,
we should be out.
So tonight's show, Selective Outrage. It's so much going on, or so much has happened the past few days.
Goodness,
and, but I guess the common thread we noticed was the Selective Outrage by us.
Yeah.
And then appreciate y'all. Shalom to everybody in the chat.
Y'all.
And those who've been supporting the channel with the Patreon, the Cash App, we really appreciate it.
Okay, can you autofocus?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Right.
So matter of fact, we can do that right now. Sorry, I didn't know our camera was just kind of like moving in and out the way it is, so we're gonna fix that because I don't know why it does that, but it does. It'll take me a second here. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So so what's been going on this past weekend, and so we're gonna start off with I guess everybody talk about the Lil Nas X. We're not gonna show you imagery from that video, man. But I watched it one time, and that's all I needed to see.
Yo, already. I mean, we already know what went on in the video. Everybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
So we'll get into Lil Nas homo sex and all that he had going on later on.
But it is amazing how. I mean, it is genius marketing from the record label end. Cause they know how to get our kids.
Yeah,
they roped the kids in with the Old Town Road, and they did complete 360. I mean,
man, that's what really shocked me about it. Was the fact that this was the guy that sang that had the Old Town Road song.
But they promoted him as a family friendly type of artist. That's how he was promoted.
Yeah, right.
And then and not to mention, he had a Super Bowl commercial where they played samples of this song.
Yeah.
But they still had them kind of family friendly type of vibe to them.
Right.
And
so now you have a bunch of kids.
Got it wrapped up.
Yeah.
And you got them how many kids that subscribe to his channel, watching his footage and everything. And then you flip it into to that video.
Exactly.
And then the timing of the video happening right before the holidays.
Ain't that something?
They know, the industry know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
And we all know who runs the industry, so they fully aware. Everything is just calculated for a reason, And so of course, and the black people was a lot of black people was in outrage, rightfully so. The lyrics to that song are kid friendly though. However, he did a kid's book. Yeah. I mean, even Old Town Road, some questionable adult lyrics.
He did do a kid's book.
Yeah, recently. Mm-hmm.
Goodness, man.
He did a children's book. Yeah, the lyrics wasn't kid friendly, but everything how it's marketed as it's cute and funny,
family friendly.
Yeah, but you gotta think of radio. Most of the stuff in radio that kids sing to is about drugs or sex or murder anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not finding too many good topics on that.
Right.
So I just find it interesting. But that's how the industry operates, But it just found amazing. So I shared some thoughts in our community. If you follow us on our YouTube community on the Black Narrative, I get thoughts and I just share them while they're still fresh, so I won't forget by the time we go on air and everything. I get the quote to the screen here. Yeah, so how can you believe Harvey Weinstein and atrocities he committed in Hollywood, but not think it happens in the music industry? Look at it runs both industries.
Exactly.
And I just thought that was interesting, man, because yes, we should be outraged, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But on the other end of things, you got a lot of people that was in denial. That I talked to one guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but he worked in the music industry.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, he got y'all. He won y'all attention, and y'all gave him what he wanted. So I said, I hope your artist never had to do that for attention.
Right.
And he was just like, so he kind of trying to concept going off on me. And that first of all, that's not his brand, and and I never will stand for censorship in music and art. And I never say anything about censorship.
Yeah, and the thing about it, Satan wasn't Lil Nas X's brand at first either.
Right.
No, I see how he garnered that, like the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
He garnered a following of kids, following his Instagram, this, that, and the third, his Snapchat, and then all of a sudden, it's TikTok.
Right.
And now all of a sudden,
now you're flipping it.
They're literally pushing Satanism to these kids.
Yeah, and not even hiding it anymore. No. And matter of fact, this happened in a quick turnaround because I'd say Old Town Road maybe 2 years old.
If even that, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's a quick flip.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's in that funny. Well, no, because he was 18 when the song dropped. So it's like I can't say he went from child artist to adult. I mean, he was already at the adult age. You know.
But he might be an industry plant. But he really might be an industry plant.
Yeah, I definitely believe it's a plant. I mean,
and it's just wild how he went from Old Town Road to Panini. You know, another fun song. I was actually I'm not gonna lie, I was actually bumping that song on the way.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, there wasn't bad songs. Right. There were decent pop songs.
And then Rodeo, and then. All of a sudden, he just went downhill.
Yeah, but I mean, in hindsight, I do believe he was a plant. And people understand, a record label can even give you appearance that the artist is grassroots, per se.
Of course.
You know, because like I think we talked about it before on the show. Yo, Shalom, glad you're here. Even Kendrick Lamar. I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, he was signed even when he was independent.
Exactly.
In Section 80, he was signed with Dre.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they pushed him as the grassroots, you know. So I think they did the same thing with Lil Nas X. They calculated everything.
Yeah. And
everybody rooting for him. Work records, and then I think it gave it a red flag. A flag on the play was we got Billy Ray Cyrus on the remix out of nowhere.
Yeah, right. And then they had a session in the studio, and you're like, dang, you know, Lil Nas X's closet is really nice.
Yeah,
and it's a really nice closet he's got.
They paid off the sample pretty quick, and then the sample to Old Town Road for 9-inch nails.
Yeah.
So you know that sample had to be cleared.
Right.
So it was like a young guy paying that sample off. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it was little signs here and there to give us to play, like, you know, he really was signed.
But I mean, think about it. When it comes to them giving the appearance, the industry, the entertainment industry knows about appearance. So they know what the appearance of grassroots is. Heck, look at what they did to Black Lives Matter. Look at the NAACP. Look at all these different organizations that they call grassroots.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's that illusion of grassroots in order to make people think like, oh, he came from the dirt with us.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, so here's another thought I was sharing. Right here. Beyonce's Black and King film was as much as the industry ritual. This had a Lil Nas X video, but people not ready for that discussion though. So
I mean, that song Black Parade.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing. I think people are outraged for different reasons, right? For one,
yeah,
you know, a lot of people had outrage. A lot of people did have outrage. They thought that the song and video was an attack on Christianity.
Yeah,
no, Christianity is not a threat.
Yeah.
If anything, Christianity is a part of the system.
Really? Yeah.
Cause you gotta think about it. This coming weekend, people will be celebrating Easter.
Yep.
This is a sexual ritual. You know?
Literally. It literally is revolved around sex.
It's around sex. So
right.
so yeah, it wasn't attacking Christianity. I say if anything, it's allies to what's going on in the video.
Right.
But I just find it funny, okay, y'all outraged at this, but a lot of these so-called, I guess, Christians, you can say they're outraged by the video, they're big Beyonce fans. They're big Kanye fans.
Exactly.
And so that came with
Kanye's been pushing the whole Christian image.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And now his choir suing him.
What?
They weren't getting paid.
You're kidding me.
They said they got low pay for going to tour with him.
Yeah. And
the low pay they'll offer they didn't even get.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. It's like for all they went through, because you know, I think they were saying they were only offered $200 or $300 per performance.
Goodness.
Yeah, and saying a lot of people thought like, oh, you know, you get $300 to sing, you know, for an hour. Like, nah, that doesn't include the touring, the time, the rehearsals.
You know, Kanye is a very particular man.
On top of that, so that's you probably put in 40+ hours,
right?
You know, just for that performance.
Yeah.
You know, and so they didn't even get paid. Yeah. So yeah.
So is that $300 each or
each?
Okay.
Not for the whole choir.
I'm just making sure now.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, like they're not even giving that. So they had to. So I think it was enough for them to come together to make a class action lawsuit.
Good.
Yeah, and you know, see if they're gonna settle. So yeah, but even in his Christianity, you know, rich people don't like to pay. Right. That's a common thing. You know, and I say it's all of them. I'm just generally speaking, but I just met so many people. I had clients.
Right.
I had friends that had clients that their businesses almost broke down because they wealthy client didn't want to pay.
Right.
Or didn't want to pay on time.
Cheap, even though they got the money.
Even though they got the money. They're not big on that, you know. So, but yeah, so my thing is, okay, y'all outraged by Lil Nas X. I totally get it.
Right.
Because I agree. But you wasn't outraged at Kanye, you wasn't outraged at Beyonce.
Right.
When they had Satan in their videos.
Both of them.
Both of them did.
Right.
And that's the kicker. So a lot of people look at me crazy and thought, when did Beyonce had the devil in her video? Well, she just had it last year in Black is King.
Yeah.
And Kanye had it back in 2010 when he dropped the My Dark Twisted Fantasies name of the album.
Yeah.
When he did the Runaway short film.
Yeah, with the Phoenix lady, right?
So of course, you know, we're not going to tell you these things without showing the receipts of these things. So I took it upon myself digging around and find the receipts to show you what I'm talking about. All right. So whoop. Yeah, our beautiful faces in the way. Get this out. Yeah, so this is a screenshot from Black is King. And see, I can move it up just a little bit. This slide's a little funny. Nope, damn. All right, but yeah, anyway. This is like within the first few minutes of Black is King.
Yeah.
And, you know, Satan is described as a falling star.
Right.
So they use the imagery a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so you imagine how many kids and women singing the Black is King lyrics all the time. They were giving up Black is King, and we already did a video when we got put off air live,
right?
Showing all the imagery she had in that film as is. But at the very beginning, this definitely the fallen star here represents Satan crashing down, right here. All right, same imagery again. Go to Kanye.
Yep.
Same thing in the very beginning. The runaway track. You know, he had two versions of it. He had a music video and he had the short film.
Yeah.
The runaway film, within the first 3 minutes, appreciate it, Mod. He had a falling star crashing down.
Yeah.
Little Satan crashed down to earth.
And you know, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
These things are planned out. That whole imagery of the lightning bolt. Satan falling from the sky.
Right.
That's a really big thing with them.
Real big thing. So then it leads to here. So she represented Satan.
Right.
The whole film.
Like even think about Devil in a New Dress, that song.
Yeah.
You know, she loves Jesus, but you don't learn a lot from Satan.
Yeah. And all the time they depict Satan as a woman, as a female.
Right.
And you can think about it, even going to like even as far as the Christian church.
Yeah.
You also see female angels.
Right.
I read that Bible front and back.
Yeah.
Tell me how many times you've seen a female angel pop up and appear.
The only angels, the main angels with the wings are the cherubims, and what's Satan?
You know the divine beast.
Yeah.
And with the wings, like you said, even the wings, because even the angels appearing to these people, they mention everything but the wings.
Yes, because they said the angels look like men.
They look like men, you know. And
so the angels with the wings, just like Satan.
They were saying so it wasn't an attack on Christianity because they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it. The Bible wasn't written in Europe, but Christianity was created. The modern day Christianity created in Europe.
Right.
There's a big difference.
Right.
All right. So yeah, and then it's like, and just show you for reference, Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
And it's interesting because that's a scripture on the side of Lil Nas X's Satan shoes.
They know exactly. They know
Luke
what they're doing.
10:18.
Revelation 9:1, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit, the lake of fire.
Yep.
So they know what they're doing. They know the Bible better than we damn near do.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Satan knows scripture.
He knows scripture, man.
Right.
You know, Job 1 and 2, he still make his appearances.
Exactly.
We made our appearance last weekend. He made his appearances.
At the same time.
A lot of us grew up in the Christian church. Y'all said the Lord's Prayer on earth as it is in heaven.
You got that parallel.
It goes there. So, like I said, we're going across many topics here, but that's just one of the ones that selective outrage to us. Because we're just like, okay, yeah, you mad, but at what level are you outraged? Because you had no problem with Beyonce. You had no problem with Kanye.
Right.
But you had a problem with Lil Nas. And like I said, I understand.
They're all a part of the same industry.
Same thing. Beyonce and Kanye, it was a lot more visually appealing.
Yeah.
To compare with Lil Nas X did.
Yeah.
But still the same vibe.
And it's interesting because with Lil Nas X, he's not pretending. With Kanye and Beyonce, they have that whole Christian kind of thing going. But then you hear...
Yeah, even the Watch the Throne imagery.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You remember that song, Power?
Yeah.
That was a very demonic video. I mean, it was literally him with a bunch of demons around him.
Yeah.
And with Beyonce, the Black Parade song.
Yeah.
She's talking about, I charge my crystals in the full moon. She's talking about having an altar for the ancestors and all that.
But even in the beginning of the film, she said she was the Word.
Yeah.
Like she was saying, like, I am the Bible. Like,
yeah.
And people sing along and not realizing things. So it's like, yeah, okay. So how y'all believe Harvey Weinstein and with the Me Too movement,
right?
And you don't think these same things going on in the music industry? They ran about the same people,
and they all rub shoulders with each other
all the time.
Met Gala,
yeah, the Met Gala.
All these people, they're if they're on the in crowd,
yeah,
they got to make some sacrifices.
If they're the Met Gala, they pretty much part of that system,
right?
And we said before too. Love Chadwick Boseman as an actor,
yeah,
but he was there.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, you can't.
He had a Disney contract. He was there. You know what I mean? So like these things kind of like keep in mind, people don't think about. But when I saw that thing, that was like, okay, like they remind me of this, and like why outraged by this. Next topic is selective outrage. We don't have a lot for you tonight. We're just going over some stuff. Tamika Mallory, the Black Lives Matter. She's not technically with them, but she's allies with them, I guess.
Right. She's one of the black faces they put out to push their white agenda.
And it's so funny because it was like earlier this month, we just had Tamara Wright's mother calling her out, about they call it like celebrity activism.
Yeah.
And they basically profiting off black deaths. You know. And so
they really don't care about the black men and women getting killed.
No.
Especially not the black men.
Especially not the black men. We go to the Black Lives Matter website. They changed it, but it still is there. Like they don't care about black men.
Yeah.
And so I remember
they hate them.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I remember Tamika did like a rebuttal video, defending herself without trying to be offensive to the mother, of course.
Right.
And then like a week later, we see this, now we see this Cadillac commercial out here and stepping out the Escalade here coming out, man. So like this is like really crazy to me. Rihanna and Nicki Minaj into that. Oh yeah, absolutely.
All of them. Yeah,
we got to think about it. The common denominator between Rihanna and Beyonce is Jay-Z.
Yeah, the whole Rockefeller. You know what I mean? Throw up the diamond.
Yeah, they all. Yeah, they're definitely in there.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely Nicki Minaj definitely. They had her propped up there too, and she had a lot of funny business going on.
Yeah,
absolutely. But here's a kicker, and like I said, this was pointed out to me, brought to my attention by Tariq Nasheed, because he covered this commercial over the weekend, I believe.
Yeah.
On his show, and I didn't even peep the man right here, in this black woman empowerment commercial,
and they have to feminize at least one black man.
The only one in the commercial, bro. Yeah, and they even got a close up here. Like in the Tamika Mallory one.
So they're showing you where they're at. They're showing you how they want the society to be.
We always said that the whole Black Lives Matter movement was a covert LGBT operation.
Right.
And when you look at who they funded by, who runs it.
Right.
And see that they stand for. And and she getting a check, she getting a bag for this.
At the end of the day.
It's funny, and last week I was talking to Nasheed about going too hard on King Randall.
Yeah.
I feel like Boyce Watkins was too soft on Tamika.
Word.
Because he said you're friends with her. I mean, he addressed the commercial, but he tried to stay neutral about it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, people gonna be people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's gonna try to keep that, not burn that bridge.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call it. Well, we don't know her, so I can say that.
We'll do it for you, Dr. Boyce.
Yeah, we got you on this one. Like we disagree with you on that one. And like I said, once again, like we said last week, we watch a lot of pro-black channels. We like and respect these guys, men and women that we watch and listen to.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we agree with everything that they say or agree with all their perspectives.
Exactly.
Like I said, I thought Tariq was a little bit off. This week I think Boyce was a little bit off about this one.
Right. They're all individuals at the end of the day.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like things I like and dislike by each one. So it's what it is. But the comments here on this video, March 15th, Samaria Rice claims Tamika Mallory used activism to clout chase. Update, March 26th, the Cadillac commercial show Tamika Mallory is indeed out clout chasing.
Yep.
Like, you just proved it. Yeah, I liked it too. I thought that was good.
Because, I mean, how else are you going to get in a Cadillac commercial?
Yeah.
So now Cadillac is grassroots, helping
right,
grassroots movements.
They didn't really care.
To take down the white supremacist patriarchal
government. Right. And then think about it too. The commercial just came out, so no telling how long she had that deal. That deal could have came from last year.
Yeah.
You know, for it to materialize into a deal, into a commercial, into being shot, edited, film. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? So let's all be clear. If you're ever expecting tangible black activism from that sister, it ain't happening.
Yep.
No, because she also wrote elbows with Ben Crump, who is the lawyer for a lot of these black brutality cases that he never wins.
And that's something. And here's the thing about it. You know he ain't winning just because he don't want to win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they love making their deals.
Dude, this you know, they just started that trial of for Derek Monday. You know, the guy that killed George Floyd.
Yeah.
And so I want to say it was Monday. So Monday it was Ben Crump, Al Sharpton,
right,
and I do George Floyd's brother. They were all out there kneeling for the time they had that he died, like the whole 8 minutes and some seconds.
Yeah.
And when I saw a photo, like Al's there, he about to get off. This cop about to get off.
Yeah.
Ben's there, that cop about to get off.
Yeah.
Even the brother, I think that was the same guy. He said he forgives the officer.
Man, I'm telling you, we are always running to the white man to forgive him.
But I think that's part of the deal for the civil lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know,
to make it easier, make it nice, quick, and let's just.
You know, I had a discussion
with on the table as quick as we could.
I had a discussion with the guy this morning, man, and I was like, man, like, what is your price? Like, say you had, like, say, like, if you knew, let's say you know somebody had a loved one that died of police brutality.
Yeah.
What would be their price? Or do you want justice no matter what?
Right.
Or you ready to sacrifice that civil lawsuit to get the justice that's not even guaranteed?
Right.
Like, I can imagine that type of conversation being Crump probably sat the family down and told them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yo, we can get this money. I think they got a $12 million settlement.
Right.
Which you mean probably 40% going to the lawyer. You know, the minus taxes.
You already know.
So it's like, cause I told one guy, I told another guy that he's like, they only got 12 mil. I was like, maybe that was their price.
Yeah.
What is that price?
Seriously, because you know that conversation is gonna be had before they go take it to court.
Yeah, and we all know the likelihood of a white cop getting convicted of killing a black man is like slim to none.
Yeah. So
it's like, and they probably told him that, like, yo, you know, you may not win this case, but we can get you some change here.
Exactly.
At one point, or did they start off with 12? Did they start off lower? They like, nah, this is not gonna be enough for when they killed my family, killed George. Like, what is the price for that? Like, I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I miss Malcolm X, Fred Hampton. They would never. Yeah, I can't imagine Malcolm X doing a Cadillac commercial.
Interesting with the next comment.
Racism is like a Cadillac. They bring out a new model every year. Malcolm X. Look at the irony. Yo, it's so funny.
So, a lot of black folks waking up, man.
Last year was Black Lives Matter everything, right?
Yeah.
And this year, Asian Lives Matter everything.
Ain't that something?
Like, dude, I was.
And I bet you Black Lives Matter is getting hop on.
Yeah, because we had to ally with everybody. Nobody ally with us, we ally with them.
Right, man. Why is it every coalition you got black in it? You got black in every coalition.
Oh man, it's so funny because I opened up some app. I think we're editing a photo on my phone, and first thing it said something Asian hate. I was like, oh, here we go again. Like, cause that happened last summer. Every app, every website. Like, oh, we stand with the black community, and then like you see once Biden got in office, everybody got quiet. No protests. It just got pitch quiet on that end.
Right. So we got all the Black Lives Matter stuff in the Trump administration. Ironic enough.
Oh man, only black women out here screaming they are strong. No other group of people have to advertise their masculine energy. Never fails. You can't make this ish up. Wow. Facts, you're right. I mean, you got a feminist movement, but it's nowhere near as loud as I guess the black
feminist.
Yeah,
because it's one of those things where Man, they really fed it to our sisters, man.
Yeah, they really did. The white men weaponized all women against us, basically.
Yeah.
And that's basically how they did it, man. And like I said, not everybody. A lot of y'all are waking up, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we go to the article. That's another thing that was like selective outrage about, man. I just thought that was interesting.
So you want to start with the Haiti and then build up to Lil Nas X? We go all the way in.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's build up a little bit. So something interesting, because you know how Biden during this administration he's been letting in so many Latinos and Hispanics and to get them acclimated in the U.S. and all this and the third. Haiti deportation soar as Biden administration destroys Trump era health order. The Biden administration has so far deported more Haitians in a few weeks than the Trump administration did in a whole year.
Wow.
With the use of highly controversial Trump-era public health order denying asylum seekers basic legal rights, according to a new report.
Wow.
So you see, Biden doesn't want to use the term illegal immigrants and all this and the third when they're crossing the Mexican border.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been kicking our folks out.
Yeah.
Send them back to Haiti.
Yeah.
Like it's going out of style.
Yeah. And nobody say anything about that.
Oh, nobody's really getting into it.
Everybody just about what's going on the south border.
But it just confirms what the agenda is. They don't want more illegal immigrants. They don't want more of us.
Nah.
Because you already know the mindset that the Haitians had.
Mm-hmm.
That revolutionary.
Oh, yeah, they don't want them successful.
Right.
Killing off their slave masters.
They don't want more of that in the U.S.
Nah, they don't want that energy.
Nah, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, man, it's just insane. Seeing. Let's get more into this. Mm-hmm. The report, The Invisible Wall, due to be published on Thursday by a coalition of immigrants' rights groups, focuses on Title 42, part of the 1944 Public Health Service Act, invoked a year ago by the Trump administration as grounds for summary expulsion of migrants because of the supposed health risks they pose during the COVID pandemic. The Biden team has sought to place a moratorium on deportations of immigrants already in the country, though the moratorium has been blocked by the court order. But it has not stopped Title 42 expulsions of newly arrived migrants. The report found the pace of deportation flights to Haiti in particular had increased dramatically. So what they're saying is the Title 42 has, they've been using it to, it's interesting because they're using it to deport the Haitians, but you have this crisis at the border.
Yeah, right. Or it almost like using that order, it's almost like saying, oh, the Haitians the one that has the sea thing. They didn't want to burn it over here.
And there's some,
and no, they didn't.
And here's the thing about it. Haiti doesn't have that much cases. Haiti does not have that much cases of the sea thing compared to
I can imagine because I mean, they didn't really travel that much abroad to even bring it in.
Right.
It was brought to them.
Right. And think about it. You got because it's not just Mexicans coming over the Mexican border. Mm-hmm. You got people from all over South America. Like it's a lot of different countries coming over the Mexican border. So it's going to be more cases of the sea thing coming over there.
Packed in.
So let's read this paragraph. More Haitians have been removed to Haiti in the weeks since President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris took office than during all the fiscal year 2020. According to the Invisible Wall report published by the Haitian Bridge Alliance, the Quixote Center, and Undocu Black Network. So we got our black vice president supposedly, and she's sending us sending folks back home like it's going out of style. But this is the same woman that was prosecuting our folks in California though.
Mm-hmm. But nobody care about that because she was AKA.
Yeah, right.
In part, at least, the rise in expulsions mirrors an increase in arrivals of Haitians at the border, misled by rumors and deliberate disinformation from people smugglers that the Biden administration had relaxed the regime at the border. Most of the new arrivals have been waiting in Mexico for months, hoping for a change in the rules affecting Haitians. Some of the deportees had often been held in detention centers in the U.S.
Interesting.
So they go further, and mind you, at the top here.
Yeah.
What did it say here? Yeah. denying asylum seekers basic legal rights.
Yeah.
Now, last week we covered about the ones by Mexico. They were getting a hotel.
Yep.
They getting the vaccine. They were getting a caseworker. I think, and a lawyer. They were getting all these
They
things.
getting therapists. They getting hotel rooms.
Yeah.
They getting breakfast in bed and massages and the saunas. You know, they getting everything. They getting the whole.
They getting a whole lot.
Right.
Yeah, and then I just found out today, watching part of the White House press conference, and the reporter asking how do Americans supposed to feel? Because I guess in San Diego,
Yeah.
They had teachers already teaching migrants in school.
Yeah.
Before the residents go back to school.
You gotta be.
The migrants are already there, and so she's like, "How is it like?" And so she's like, "What message does it send to the 130,000 something students that still at home waiting to go back to school? But you already teaching school to migrants already in person,
right?
You know, and of course, you know, they didn't even have an answer. Like, oh, you know, we starting back a hybrid system next month, but it didn't answer the question. She sidestepped it.
They're surrounded, but they're getting their agenda in place. They're going to bury us.
Yeah. So I find it pretty interesting, man, because if you find this, I haven't heard anything about this at all.
Yeah, I just happened upon it on Google.
You know, like as ICE detention system became a massive sea-thing hotspot in 2020, removals pose a significant danger due to the potential spread of the virus, both within immigration detention facilities and to receiving countries like Haiti. Despite the danger, ICE failed to take adequate steps.
Put it a little higher so people see. All right, there we go.
Yeah, ICE failed to take adequate steps to prevent, treat, or test for the sea thing. Yeah, and then like last summer, through 2020, ICE reported only 30% of detainees had been tested for the C-19, and of those tested, about 30%. So all 30%, 30% of the 30%, tested positive. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, but we had no outrage about this. You know, we don't hear about it.
You're not hearing about it, man.
No, it's so funny because like I've come across more people, they kind of like frustrated about the whole prices at the border. But I'm like, well, you know, Biden did say this the whole time on the campaign trail. Yeah, he doing things he said he was going to do.
Exactly.
He mentioned these things, and I didn't pay attention to it because y'all just hated 4-5 so bad. And not to say he's any better, just making a point.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, I mean, you can't put so much stock in these politicians. They're not going to put, okay, black folk will put stock in the politicians. They're not going to put stock back in you.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Right.
This is safe for what it is.
Right. Yeah. Yo, man, so I was listening to Professor Black Truth. And he brought mention to the NAACP awards coming up.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, and he made an interesting point. I like the angle he came with it was that how a lot of indie black people are getting nominated or getting awards.
Bro, like when you showed me this, I was like, oh, wow.
I went a little bit deeper on our end. The 2021 NAACP Image Awards, the Ooish nominees. From Dawid Diggs to Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. Now, for y'all that don't know about where Doja Cat stands, when I tell you a coon, I can't even. She used to go on a website where a bunch of white men would degrade her.
4chan.
Yeah. I think it was 4chan and different webcam websites where she would go live, have these black men degrade her. She would get drunk and have them call it an N-word and say all kind of horrible racial stuff to her. Yeah. White men. Yeah. I'm talking about old white men that look like Biden and they look like them.
Yeah. What's his name?
Netanyahu. Yeah. I'm talking about the white men look like them. Yeah. And you got Doja Cat, sloppy drunk, mooing and purring and all kinds of a wild mess. And these white men are calling her all kinds of N-words and this, that, and the third. And she loves it. Yeah. This is some shit that she frequented. Yeah. And you see that now she's on the NAACP Image Awards. And I didn't know she was Jewish.
Yeah, I didn't know she was Jewish. I knew she was biracial, but I didn't know she was Jewish.
Hey, not surprising.
Yeah. Several Jewish stars among the nominees for 2021 NAACP Image Awards that celebrate black achievement in movies, television, music, and literature. The list announced Tuesday featured a mix of familiar Jewish names, such as the often-awarded rapper Drake, we already know about him, right, and TV star Tracy Ellis Ross, You know, her.
Right.
Along with rising stars like actually Journey Smollett. I didn't know Journey Smollett had Ooish.
Yeah, so that means isn't that the one Juicy's sister?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I knew it was like some biracial thing. I didn't know Ooish. She was a part of that.
But you see,
but small Juicy Smollett.
Yeah,
yeah, that's her brother.
And then of course Doja Cat.
Yeah.
What's interesting is you see a pattern in Hollywood of these. Whenever you got these biracial people, because I mean, how often do you find on a day-to-day basis, like just living in Atlanta, living in wherever city, whichever city you live in? How often is it to see somebody that's biracial and they're Jewish and black? Jewish.
Right.
But you seem to find a lot of them in Hollywood, almost every single one. Because even old girl that was in, she was in the Hunger Games, she was in the Hate U Give.
Oh, the young girl.
Yeah.
But now she's dating a girl that, what's the word I'm looking for? They claim there's a boy.
Trans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The word, but yeah.
She's Jewish as well. Amanda Steinblert or something like that. And,
yeah. Her last name, yeah.
And the thing about it, what have they done?
Yeah.
For the like, what did Drake do for us this year? He dropped that song with Future.
He dropped Lemon Pepper freestyle with Rick Ross. That was it. He didn't drop an album yet.
That's what it was. It was Lemon Pepper freestyle that just changed our lives this year.
Yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross, she had a Blackish. We already know about that show.
That show been on forever now.
And
you never watch the kids grow up. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the closest thing to a positive show we got in the black community, but it's not saying much.
No.
So they're not really.
Cause they be playing the agenda too.
But exactly. You see
they tap dance back and forth.
Man, you see how low the bar is for us to the point where Joe.
But we know who owns the NAACP.
Exactly.
It ain't us.
Their parents. Their parents own it. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Right.
Journey Smollett received a nomination for a breakout role as Letty in Lovecraft Country. I haven't watched it. I heard plenty about it. I heard, they kind of gave it out middle of the season.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. Yep. And her last award for a role in 2008 film, The Great Debaters. I did see that. I liked it. Did you see that one?
No. What's that?
The Great Debaters was her. I think Denzel Washington and a couple other stars.
Okay.
And they're like one of the first black debate teams going around, something like that. Okay. It was really good.
Dang.
Yep. Blackish, which stars Tracy Ellis Ross, which leads the TV categories with 11 nominations, including for Outstanding Series. Ross was tapped for the 6th consecutive year as Outstanding Actress in the Comedy Series. She won 4 times. You just hand them all to her, I guess.
Yeah.
Ross tapped on another nomination as Outstanding Actress in the Motion Picture for The High Note. Never seen it or heard of it.
Yeah.
And now has 16, bring her career 16 in WACP awards. That's crazy. Oh man. So we got more. I don't know who this one guy is though. David Diggs. Do you know who this one is?
No, I never heard of that dude.
Right. Yeah. You know who originally started the NAACP? Exactly.
And something that I kind of wonder about is who got nominated? Because I mean, were most of the people winning Pardouish?
From here, it makes it seem like that.
Yeah.
It's the iconic Hanukkah song. Somehow that person got nominated.
So how did the Hanukkah song help us? Let me see. It was nominated for his portrayal of Marquise Lafayette Thomas Jefferson in the film recorded the musical Hamilton. Is that the
That's the musical Hamilton that
I think that might. I'm not sure if that might be old boy that plays Bo's brother. Yeah.
Oh, you think it's him?
Yeah, the atheist,
really?
the atheist cat. Yeah, that's who it is. The atheist cat. Okay, that makes sense.
It made total sense now.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
Yeah, I mean, I think I knew about him. Yeah.
I recognize his face. I just never knew his name. But I know I see the commercials and and on that show. Wow,
it's a good bit of him, man. Wow,
I didn't know.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, I'm like, who the hell is David Diggs? Okay,
yeah,
it makes sense now.
Okay, let me see the shows Netflix.
Next week. Oh man, Black AF starring actress Rashida Jones.
You kidding me? Who's Rashida Jones?
Her father is Quincy Jones.
Oh,
and he don't like white women.
Oh,
and
yeah.
apparently Jewish women.
Yeah.
Yep. And I hated that show, Black AF.
We talked about that show. It was one of our earliest episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talking about that show.
Because about the same guy, Ken Barris. He just retold the same damn story as Blackish.
So worse.
The worst.
Yeah.
And that's how his life is.
Yeah.
You know, he had a biracial wife, a bunch of kids, and yeah, it was what, man. That's Black AF was horrible.
Black AF was white acceptance. Like he was just like
both really, and Blackish too. They both made for white liberals.
Because I mean, the dude was just complaining. Oh, why don't these white people just like me?
Because of slavery. Yeah. Like that was a common theme throughout his whole season on Black AF.
Yeah,
that was cringe to watch, man.
And him making those arguments for his own petty mess. It's like you're devaluing what slavery was.
Dude, the show called Black AF, but the whole, at least half the season, he was self-conscious about wearing his gold chain around white people.
Bro, you gotta be kidding me. And then he tied the gold chain in with slavery somehow. So, nigga, because you don't want to wear the gold chain around white folk, it has to do with slavery all of a sudden. Because, you know, back in slave times, you know, when they went on the plantation, they didn't want to have the gold chain around the overseer.
Yeah, he always tied it back in.
He always had to justify his own. I mean, come on, man.
And I remember one episode, he had all the Hollywood agents. Yeah. Tyler Perry. Yep. What's that girl with the
lady that made Chicago?
Yeah, the Shy. Yeah, her. Ava. The one that did She did a movie with Oprah and the little girl, but she did a bunch of stuff, and she did 13th Amendment.
Okay, yeah.
She did a bunch of stuff, but she part of the system too, though.
Of course. Did he have Issa Rae on there?
I think she was on there. She part of the system.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically, all the folks that
all the agents.
Black Boule. The Black Boule.
Yeah, all day. Bridgerton, the hit Netflix series on series the same name as Outraged romance author Julia Quinn. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
See, 3 nominations. Wait.
3.
I don't know. I never heard of it. I never heard of the series at all. Oh, Big Mouth.
You gotta be freaking kidding me. That show.
The very ooish animated. The very ooish.
Boy, they claim that one.
Man, animated Netflix show about puberty in suburban Westchester received a nod for outstanding animated series. So it looked horrible. I never watched it.
So puberty in suburban Westchester is different than puberty everywhere else.
Oh my gosh. The series made waves after they recast the voice of Missy, a black ooish tween, after ooish actress Jenny Slate stepped away in June. So they found a black one.
Man, and the thing about it, again, what does this have to do with black folk?
Wow.
And now they got Doja Cat singing Juicy. You know what I mean? The like, come on. What does this have to do with us?
At the start of the show, I reasoned with myself that it is permissionable for me to play Missy because her mom is ooish and white, as am I, but Missy is also black. And black characters on the animated show should be played by black people. Slate wrote it that was before she stepped down.
Yeah.
This was during this whole time, during this whole movement, but nobody asked for that though. Nobody asked for that.
Right.
Right. Yeah, lots. Bridgerton is new. Lots of swirling. Oh, okay.
Oh, and you know, in Hollywood they love swirling. But you know how the Hollywood works. The whole casting couch. You know how that system is.
Yeah, and it's not about integration, about assimilation.
Exactly.
No. Breakout rapper. We call her rapper. Well, I get both.
And when breakout in 2021.
Right.
She's breaking out, bro.
She's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
How you pronounce her real name? I about to hack that up.
Ooh, boy.
What?
That's a tough.
I feel like you got a whole alphabet here.
Amel Radnet.
What language is that? Yeah, I don't want to mess with her name out of respect for her. As far as that. Was nominated for Best New Artist on the record. Say so. She's been around for a while.
Best New Artist.
They say she's new. Drake, real name Aubrey Drake Graham. I call him Aubrey.
Aubrey?
Yeah, or Wheelchair Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's he got shot on Degrassi. Received 3 nominations for Outstanding Male Artist and 2 for Outstanding Hip Hop Rap Song for the tracks Laugh Now, Cry Later, and Life is Good. Life is Good, that's the one with Future, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Janine Aiko. That's another one I didn't know.
No, she can't be part of Outrage, bro. What?
That's the one I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know this one either. And mind you, this coming off of the Outrage website. So
I mean, they're not gonna lie. I didn't know, man.
I did not know. It would be through her mom.
But I mean, that's not yo. I'm
you
telling
only
you,
wish to your mom with them.
But I'm telling you, man. Jean, she's
I get it.
my surprise.
Oh, man.
But man, Jean, and I tell man, Janae.
Yeah, Janae.
I remember her older music I used to like. She was still toxic.
Yes, yeah.
She was still toxic, but
the older music when she first came out, was,
like Sold Out.
So yeah, she was telling her what she was about to do.
Right, but
man, it was a nice album.
Yeah, it was a nice album.
Mixtape.
It was toxic with a nice smooth soundtrack.
Yeah.
But now it's just toxic. Because when I tell you the kind of music she makes and the kind of ideas that she pushes to these girls out here, I can tell the poster child for just all kinds of toxic mindsets.
I can tell her and Big Sean had a very toxic relationship.
And
it doesn't look like
together?
it.
Are they still together? Cause
they're back together, but they off and on. But they together now.
Yeah, I mean both of them.
Yeah.
They love that. I mean, Big Sean talking about ready to be jumping out the window.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's the kind of thing he's into.
This is what I didn't know. Author Walter Mosley. He's been around for a good minute.
Yeah.
He recently honored with the National Book Foundation Lifetime Achievement Award, but nominated in Outstanding Literary Work, the fiction category, for his novel The Awkward Black Man. I didn't know he was Jewish.
Goodness, man.
Laura Freeman, a children's book illustrator, received a nomination alongside author Nikki Grimes for their children's book, Kamala Harris, Rooted in Justice.
Rooted in Justice. So that's what they call it, justice, just sending a bunch of our folk to prison.
He knew Kamala married to her husband.
Exactly.
Jewish.
Right.
Man, that was just some names I did not know.
Boy.
These are some new ones for me.
Echo,
that was a new one.
Cat.
That was a new one.
Man,
okay. Okay.
German
American, German American, Jewish American doctor.
So German American and Jewish American? Dang.
I mean, can you be in German?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a whole dose.
Goodness, man.
Wow. Yeah, but you can tell those are crazy. She just look crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, to be straight up, man. Yeah. So yeah, we want to share that. Are you to get to the shoes?
Yeah, you want to get into the meme. I mean, if you want to, I honestly, because I mean, really already kind of talked about the video more or less.
Yeah. We covered the video.
Yeah, so let's get into the whole shoe situation.
Yeah, but by the way, Nike did not do the shoe. Like, these people took these Nike Air Maxes and they customized them and resold them. But to make it interesting, though, these are the same people who did the Jesus shoe.
Yeah.
They came out, I want to say, last year, and where they put like water from the holy water from Jerusalem in the bottom of the shoe.
Yeah, the River Jordan.
And so now with the little Nas shoe, they use red dye with a drop of human blood. They apparently came from the workers.
And I'm not sure how much you can actually believe that, because how do you know all the mischief workers were like, oh yeah, just use my blood, and
how is that even legal?
That's a biohazard, first off. Yeah, but another thing too, with the whole thing with the mischief and Nike, because Nike had no problem with mischief using their logo with the Jesus shoes. Mm-hmm. They had no problem with them using the logo for those shoes. Mm-hmm. But then, man, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me wonder if Nike's in cahoots with mischief. Because at the end of the day, the Jesus shoes was a big drop.
Yeah,
Drake was wearing them.
Yeah,
you had it got a lot of air time. It got a lot of coverage. Those shoes, but now because of the same shoes, Nike wants to create that distance.
Yeah, the distance that's from it.
But not a lot is actually known about mischief.
Nah, and they only did 666 pairs of shoes, which sold out instantly. By the way, at $1,000 a pop, bro.
Man, my
the real like hardcore sneakerheads bought them shoes, bro.
I mean, not just hardcore sneakerheads, man. Like dudes that weren't afraid of having Satan in their refrigerator at night.
Yesterday, Nike filed a lawsuit against the company for trademark infringement and dilution, which is more action than apparently took in 2019.
Yeah.
When Mischief released his notorious Jesus shoes, customized white Air Max 97 was sold containing water from the Jordan River. And Mischief had blessed by a priest. I didn't know.
Ain't that something? Yeah. It went all the way out.
Oh man, Nike didn't bother to disavow the shoes then. To disappointment, at least one designer on Mischief's team who spoke to the New York Times late last year. That would have been rad. Nike isn't commenting on this new lawsuit, beyond providing a statement saying it had no connection to Mischief or Lil Nas X and did not authorize the shoes. But the court filing offers a hint that this time the company is contending with public anger. Yes,
of course.
But the thing is, the shoes still sold. You know. They sold them the shoes. So I mean, so like Ben made their money, you had to tell them the shoe.
Man, and that's the thing about it. Just like you just said, there had to be that connection for them to even get those shoes.
Yeah.
You know, and Nike
bought them in bulk.
And Nike's still gonna make those money off the shoes at the end of the day.
They already made the money.
And also, I heard in a video that even though not much is known about Mischief, for some reason they have a connection with Democratic candidates. Like, you know, they're known for supporting these various Democratic candidates. And you already know the whole thing with the Pizzagate and all these different politicians. Then with the whole Epstein and all this, that, and the third. That's why when they said there's a drop of human blood in the shoe,
that's creepy.
It really raises a lot of questions about where they're getting the blood from. And you can't trust what Mischief is saying.
Yeah.
It's PR.
Yeah. I came across one article about the Jesus shoe. They say before you plan on disposing them, they had a direction of how to get the water out of it.
Yeah, you had to pierce it and drain it out and save the holy water and then throw out the rest of the shoe. How are you going to get rid of these?
Throw them in fire?
No, that's the best way, but they might tell you to drain it out and donate it to a blood bank.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, one. Like, that's so random. Why you put one drop mixed in? Why you just put the red dye in there? Why you gotta have that one drop of human blood in there?
Why do you have to put a drop of human blood?
No. And mind you, and even the Nas shoe, it has the scripture here, like you said it earlier.
Luke 10:18.
Well, we just showed y'all.
Yeah.
They playing with you, man.
And it's wild because
Shalom
Judah. And it's crazy, man. It's just crazy to see how the same company is playing both sides of the fence as well. I mean,
capitalism, man.
What they call both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, that when the company's big on its imagery, you know how where all those imageries come from, but it's just, man, you're just seeing how the industry is just a big old game, man. It's a big old game.
This whole year been a big game, and like I said, they've been choosing us. We have Selective Outrage. So we have Selective Outrage about the shoes. We have Selective Outrage. We covered about with the Lil Nas video. Selective Outrage when it comes to the Stop Asian Hate campaign.
Right.
That means Selective Outrage. And actually, they try to make us a part of it, and we had nothing to do with it.
Right, exactly.
They constantly try to make us a part of it.
And not only a part of it, they're trying to have black folk come and apologize
for some white folks did.
No, not only that. For you remember the dude that pushed the old Asian man, and they were saying it was a black dude. You can barely see the video.
Yeah,
the video was shot in 180p. And they're saying that it was a black dude that did it, and now they're wanting black folk to come apologize. But
mind you, like, the Asians never apologize for all the hate crimes that are done against us.
Oh, never. No.
Not once. And we have such a short attention span, we don't realize that.
Right.
And that's pretty sad to say. But yeah. So and then, like, I feel like every month is a different distraction from the reparations talk.
Yeah,
so right now, it's Lil Nas. Last month was the Asians, but before that was the border crisis. Before that, right now is that's what I meant to add to the show. The voter suppression thing is the Selective Outrage.
Yeah, right.
Because I've been reading multiple articles about the voter suppression bill.
How does it even work? How are they going to suppress voting?
I mean, I just feel like black folks were the only one eating snacks in line.
Yeah.
And then if it's against the law for you for them to hand you snacks, bring your own damn snacks.
Wait. So what's this thing about snacks and voter suppression? What's the link between the two?
Well, part of it is it's a 100-page bill. So of course I ain't reading 100 pages.
And most people ain't.
Right. And you already know bills that the stuff with pork.
Yeah.
And but one of the things is, like, people can't hand out snacks to people in the line waiting to vote. And somehow black people feel like it was targeted towards them. I guess apparently black people only eat snacks. I don't know.
Bro, what?
But they say you can have self-serving stations. I guess they were saying they want to prevent people trying to sway your vote with a snack. I guess.
So this is what Roland Martin is up in arms about.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I can imagine Roland Martin being passionate about his snacks, but boy, you know what I mean?
They asked for ID to get absentee ballot. No passing out food and water in line. Yes, mod. And then the drop box used to be 24/7, but now it's going to be a set amount of hours. The drop box will be there.
Yeah.
They reasoning is to prevent theft or tampering.
Right.
I give them a pass on that because you know, a box sitting out there 24/7 and nobody watching it. I guess. They're
calling it voter suppression. I mean, it sounds like a lot of regulations.
Yeah.
It sounds like if you're really on your ball, which a lot of people will say they are when it comes to voting, then be on your ball and be there early.
Yep. They said the voting from 9 to 5, but they still said some poll stations may be open until as late as 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And they said you can some will be open like on the weekends. Like I want to say two weekends out the month.
And another thing too is, isn't it one of those things where if you're going out to vote, your job would accommodate in some way, shape, or form? A lot of times, because voting is a big
what I say.
thing.
He said something like, "Yo, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be up late to work today. I gotta go vote." And most jobs were like, "Cool, whatever,
right,
do your thing." The other thing was the oh man, I just drawn a blank. We did the snacks, did the waiting line. Oh man, I just had a brain fire. I just had it. Did they add it to that?
It was so much they had in that bill.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't nothing too crazy. I mean, to me, they had weekend voting available. You can't take selfies with your ballot.
So that's voter suppression.
Yeah,
not being able to.
There you go. That what it was. Shortened time, right? The shortened time frame for runoffs. I think they're taking it from like 9 weeks down to 4 weeks. Which I like, because I got tired of seeing these damn commercials of Warnock and Ossoff and Purdue and Fish Face for 2 months.
I mean, and it seemed like every single app you opened up.
I kept seeing it.
An article, it could be YouTube, Spotify. You're like, how they get in my freaking Amazon app?
Most jobs don't allow for you to take off to vote, though. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That's
but they said they'll be open on weekends. I think they said most of them are going to be open like 2 weekends out the month or something like that. I read.
There's going to be a time you can find.
Yeah. And then, like I said, you can do the mail-in. But they say on the mail-in vote, you got to write in your driver license number or state ID.
Yeah.
And the last 4 Social Security for verification. I saw one video of Trevor Noah saying that it was like voter suppression because, like, if you use your nickname and your nickname don't line up with the name you registered in, your vote wouldn't be accepted. But I'm like, well, who's voting with their nickname?
Right.
You're not writing Picky inside. You're not writing out Pookie as your name on the ballot. I hope not.
Man, they are trying to.
But I just feel like, I think this whole thing, and like I said, it's something. I'm pretty sure it's something the bill we should be upset about.
Yeah.
So many rules. But I just feel like they're really triggering as a distraction for black people.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to get businesses in Georgia to, I guess, boycott or do something about it. They're trying to reach out to the Home Depot.
So to spend their resources.
Yeah.
On this bill.
But most of y'all been following us. Y'all know how we feel about some of the voting stuff anyway. So I'm like,
it's a big game, man.
Yeah, I'm not swayed either way, me personally.
And even them putting the voting out or restricting the voting to about like 7:00. Who's coming to vote at 8?
Yeah.
Who's coming to vote? Who's coming to vote, stand in a long line at 9:00?
Yeah. I mean, but my thing is too, man. I mean, how many politicians really work for us anyway? They'll be that riled up about it. To be honest with you.
But I mean, you see how
I think Democrats still salty about that Stacey Abrams losing that seat.
Yeah. But I mean, you see how voting has just become our symbolic thing. Like voting.
Yeah. It's all about the belief. At the end of the day, it's all about the belief in the system.
Yeah.
They just want you to believe in it.
I remember I was even having a conversation with somebody, and they were talking to me about, you should, you better be going out to vote and this and that. I was like, okay, all right. If I'll go out to vote if you answer me this.
It's amazing. Gamada said that they boycotting companies to make them change the law.
And
so you're outraged about this voter suppression law thing.
Yeah. But
you're not outraged seeing young black boys and dressing like girls and thinking it's cool.
Right. You already know what it is.
We encouraging that. The jobs that I work for always have been accommodating when it comes to people leaving to vote. Mine's too. Yeah, I didn't have any jobs that didn't allow it. And I worked slave jobs.
Right.
Like,
Right.
yeah, they even like, oh yeah, you come in late, you gotta go vote. Like, I personally never had an issue, but I can see how others may have an issue.
What was I saying earlier? I was saying something about the voter suppression. I was saying something about the conversation I had. So this was around. I think I'm not sure if it was around a Trump thing or it was one of these voting periods. And they're like, oh, you better go out. You better go out and vote. And I was like, okay, let me ask you something. Who was the last politician that changed the law that really affected the black community and did some good?
Mm-hmm.
If you're able to point that out to me, then maybe I'll consider it. And they're like, just him and Han, and then they came to the point, well, voting is more of a symbolic thing. And I was like, well, if it's symbolic, then why do I gotta go do it?
I'll waste my time and resources to do this thing.
Why am
Leave
I
my
gonna
job, losing money, waiting in line for hours at a time.
Stand in line for hours.
Then I gotta be able to buy my own damn snacks while I'm waiting in this line.
Right.
You know.
So that I could put a symbolic ballot in the
Because my ancestors died for it.
Right. For
That's
symbolism, man.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to cover, man.
That's about it, really.
Yeah. I didn't want to run through a gig. It was something that happened, and I didn't want to drag one of those topics out to a whole show. It wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
But I just want to point out the let the outrage that be happening in our own community and how people are toying with our emotions.
Yeah.
Don't let people toy with your emotions, man. Because that was media doing, that was people doing, that was social media doing. Everybody try to trigger your emotions.
Yeah.
And not even that serious. Like I said, we appreciate your support. Like, share the video, please. That help us out. Especially, you see it on our original channel, The Black Narrative.
Yeah.
Definitely help us out a lot. We appreciate your support on Patreon, the Cash App and stuff. We really appreciate that as well.
One last thing, because something I just thought about. A lot of people, or one point of the outrage is the fact that Lil Nas X has played the part of the Pied Piper and curated all these kids in his fan base. And now he's completely switching and promoting the Satanism. One thing to think about, y'all got to watch your kids. Y'all really got to watch your kids and pay attention to who they're paying, what they're doing online, who they're following, who they look up to.
Facts.
You should instill those values in your kids so that they're able to see that and be like, I'm not messing with that.
Well, that's one thing I can't agree with Cardi B and Lil Nas X. It starts from home. It is a parent's responsibilities first. Yeah. I do agree with them on that. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we appreciate that. We'll be back on Thursday. Hope you have a great night. We can catch you then.
Shalom.
All right, shalom.
And I'm Akis, and we're The Black Narrative.
We are a Black First and Hebrew Israelite channel on YouTube that broadcasts live every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every week, we discuss controversial issues and challenge false narratives that are fed to Black people through mass media. We share research through videos and encourage uncomfortable conversations amongst the Black community.
Our show features topics such as exposing fact checkers, the racist history of medical research, the origins of so-called Black Greek fraternity organizations, Christian origins of HBCUs, and much, much more.
Look up The Black Narrative on YouTube or go to our website, www.theblacknarrative.tv.
Shalom.